My name is Anna. I am 30 years old. I work in a small office. I have a simple life. I also had a best friend. Her name was Lisa. Lisa and I met 10 years ago. We worked in the same company. She was friendly and funny. She always smiled. People liked her. Soon, we became very close. We ate lunch together every day. We talked about everything. I trusted Lisa. I told her my secrets. I told her my fears. I told her my dreams. I believed she was like a sister to me. I was married to a man named David. He was quiet and kind. He did not talk much. Lisa knew my husband well. She visited my house many times. She said David was a good man. Sometimes she helped me with problems. She gave advice about marriage. She often said, "If you need anything, I am here for you." I believed her. One day, I started to notice small changes. Lisa called me less. She was always busy. When we met, she looked at her phone many times. She did not listen carefully. I felt sad, but I said nothing. Then David also changed. He came home late from work. He smiled at his phone. He said he had many meetings. I asked him, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yes, don't worry." But I felt something was wrong. One evening, David was in the shower. His phone was on the table. It rang. I did not want to look. I trusted my husband. But the phone rang again. I saw the name on the screen. It was Lisa. My heart started to beat fast. I told myself, she is my best friend. There is no problem. I did not answer the phone. But that night, I could not sleep. The next day, I finished work early. I went home without calling David. When I opened the door, I heard voices. I walked slowly. I looked into the living room. David was there. Lisa was there. They were holding hands. My legs felt weak. Lisa looked at me. Her face turned white. David said my name, but I did not answer. I walked out of the house. That night, Lisa called me many times. I did not answer. She sent messages. "I am sorry. It was a mistake. Please forgive me." But the pain was too strong. She was not only my friend. She was the person I trusted most. And she betrayed me. A week later, I met Lisa. She cried. She said, "I never wanted to hurt you." I looked at her. I said, "You did hurt me. You broke my heart. You broke my trust." She said nothing. I stood up and left. I left my husband. It was not easy. I cried many nights. But slowly, I felt stronger. I learned something important. Not everyone who smiles is a true friend. Trust is precious. Once it is broken, it may never return. Now, I am careful with my heart, and I am learning to trust myself again. The days after that were very quiet. I stopped calling friends. I stayed at home after work. I thought about everything again and again. I asked myself many questions. Why did this happen? Was it my fault? Did I trust too easily? Sometimes I felt angry. Sometimes I felt empty. David tried to talk to me. He said, "I made a mistake. Please give me another chance." I looked at him and felt nothing. The love was gone. I said, "I need time." One night, I opened my old photo album. There were many pictures of Lisa and me. We were smiling. We were happy. I remembered our long talks. I remembered how she held my hand when I cried. Those memories hurt more than the truth. I realized something very painful. She did not just take my husband. She took my past. After 1 month, I made a decision. I moved out of the house. I found a small apartment near my office. It was quiet and lonely, but it was mine. The first night there, I sat on the floor. I cried. Then I cleaned my face and stood up. I said to myself, "You will survive this." One afternoon, I met Lisa by accident. She was standing outside a cafe. She looked thinner. She looked tired. She saw me and froze. She said softly, "Anna." I stopped. For a moment, I wanted to walk away, but I stayed. She said, "David left me." I said nothing. She said, "I lost you. I lost everything." I looked at her. I felt sad, but I did not feel guilty. I said, "You made your choice." Then I walked away. Time passed. Slowly, the pain became smaller. I started walking in the park after work. I started reading again. I started smiling again. I met new people. I did not tell them my story. Not yet. I learned to enjoy silence. I learned to be alone. Now, when I think about Lisa, I feel calm. I do not hate her. I do not love her. She is part of my past. This story taught me an important lesson. Trust should be given slowly. Friendship should be tested by time. And self-respect should never be lost. The end.